the purpose is not to speak to the modeling, so I did not put it here. But it shows this index. This is 2015. The 2016 will come soon. If you look at the top 10 countries for women entrepreneurs, well, USA is there. But you need also to go into what I say, the regional and the national variation. This is the macro one. But at the United Nations, you will see, United States, you will see a lot of variation. If you see Norway, 66.3, which is not bad, but yet is still, I think they can do better. Why I'm saying they can do better? You look at the whole strides that women have made in terms of achieving education, high-level education, business education, you name them. It does not reflect into their know-how. Their know-how does not reflect into their opportunities to implement what they know. And they are there. McKinsey shows that if we were able worldwide to provide women with that opportunity, to open the space a little bit, crisis wouldn't have financial crisis. This is a very empirical research his cabinet did all over the world. We also found at the United Nations that if you were able to bring women in the board, bring women of enterprise, to make them, you know, like businesswomen, using the same tools we are using for men, men could go back home and take care of the children. Why? Because women, they are action-oriented, because they take risks, but they will think twice before taking risks. They take a lot of, they can see a puzzle, disconstructive, reconstructive for everyone. And the cross worldwide will be between 7.5 and 8.2 per annum. We are not there yet. It is to say, this is a big paradox, controversy. I talked about the paradox of the plenty, a world full of wealth, but many people excluded, mainly women and children. But there's also the paradox of what? Paradox of the plenty and paradox of what? In all our countries, all regions, they will say about equality. Equality to access to finance, equality to be able to, start your business and be able to grow it because there's this fund. Equality is the leitmotif. You say leitmotif, leitmotif, Latin. But there is a paradox, because if you look at what I'm talking about in this report, you see that there is a gap between those policies, those commitments, and the actual implementation, with negative impact of the actual business women are trying to put forward, with negative impact on their empowerment. They are not empowered. If they are empowered, those who are empowered are few. And most of the time, those who are empowered, who are doing well, will try to take a distance vis-a-vis to other women. They have their fund, they will be in a jet, private jet, going all over and say, no, it's not because I was helped, because I was woman, but it's because I deserve it. I worked hard, I did this, etc. and etc. So it means we're going into the static quo. Yes, there is a kind of agency that we are trying to bring. That agency, through this economic forum, help us to be able to decide for ourselves, to be able to say, what do we want to do as far as business is concerned, and to be able to translate our decision, to be able to translate our agreement into action. Remember, the power of action is the way. So if you have such a picture, a global, regional picture that shows us, yes, you are doing a lot as women, you are doing a lot as all women, but a lot needs to be done. This 61% I said actually hides a lot of regional and national variation. And I think given women status and given women talents, 61% is nothing, because most of the 61% become less than that because they disappear gradually due to many constraints and impediments. If you look at the global trend among women businesses, 30% innovation has actually discovered 30%. There are many who are trying to innovate. There are many who are trying, but why they are not there? Why from last year to this year, you have in terms of innovation, 30% decrease. What does it mean? It means we won't be sustainable. What is innovation again? Can we remind ourselves what is innovation? Yes? Being able, go ahead. Being able to be creative. And what does it mean when we are able to create something? What does it mean? If we are not able to create something, change things, what do we need to be able to change things that will have impact on our business? Wisdom to think differently. What is the synonym of think differently? And having think differently and innovate and create? Imagination. Remember Einstein said, imagination is more than knowledge. Right? But women, imagine that. They have imagination. They think outside the box, but they have constraints. Structural constraints that are there at the policy level, at the legal level, and those ones have been institutionalized across the board. So as we move forward, we need to know, yes, we are strong. Yes, we are doing well, but the way we are doing things is not sustainable. Yes, we want to make change. Yes, we want to shape the world, better world for all. But still, there are a lot of things that are there. And behind the scenes, a lot of things are happening without us being there. Because sometimes we are all very busy and overwhelmed by our business that we forget that macro picture I have just mentioned. And that macro picture shapes our business at the micro, at the meso levels. But we can do something because where we are sitting, we have some entry point, some building blocks that we can use, inform in a very concrete way by our experience as businesswomen. Right? We won't do it in a very rhetoric, if I may say, but we will do it in a very concrete way because we take into what we've done, we take into our experience, our exchange, our agency. Remember, voice in agency for women are capital. Voice being able to speak out, but not speak out. They speak out and speak out. Speak out based on information, accurate information. Speak out based on approaches that help us in a very wise way, analytical way to shape what is going on. Speak out that help us to access that money. Trillion and trillion money is there, but we don't know where they are. We don't know what are the opportunities. We don't know how to access them because we don't have the right information. We don't have the right information because we are so overwhelmed with our business, which is normal that we don't have that accurate evidence-based element or criteria or determinant that are there. How come she or her or myself can come together and exchange on that? What kind of mechanism can we put in place in the able to bring everybody on board and whoever we are, we can access to that? Is it possible? Yes. I think it is the last Friday, I think I'm going to stay there. But based on this analysis, the action, the policy implication are that we need to increase and strengthen the agency. Agency is another word, but it has a lot of meaning. When we come together, let's also continue the momentum, share information, strategic information, and have as motto, action, the power of action. Mentoring each other. Seeing opportunity and ask someone to take on this opportunity. Being able, when you access, for example, if I go to the General Assembly of the UN, I will remember what we discussed here and try to articulate in the policy language and try to influence and put it there. Those are kind of small actions that can make us change in a positive way and to end up transformation. A process of transformation is a process of transformational change. It's a positive process, and we all can actually contribute to achieving such transformation that would have impact on the well-being of them. Remember, our ultimate objective is to change the world. We can change it by harnessing our individual and collective power, our individual and collective means, our individual and collective thinking. That's the world we want to live in, and that's the contribution we want to bring. Thank you so much.
So, I I just want to wrap up. Thank you. I think that there's so many good points. So many good points. It starts with self, empowerment of self, bringing yourself out to the world, understanding the knowledge of what you're coming into and what the facts are, and knowing that there is a world and systems out there that function. And you can be a rebel, because a lot of times we hear entrepreneur, we think that we're going to just be a rebel, but you've got to work in the system to change the systems. And so it's how do we bring each other up? How do we tie it together? So I hope that you've gotten some tips and some great things in regards. I know we don't have a lot of time for questions, right? We're out of time. But, ask any of us when this is over if you have questions. And I hope to see you out there playing in the world and the global economy in a big way.
I'm really sorry. Can I say this about this
May we get a picture?
Oh, absolutely.
No, we're gonna do it. Tia's gonna go first, just
Okay.
and then we'll do. Yeah.
And that's the best way to reach me. That's the woman I can change.
I'm gonna get your card, my dear, after all this time.
After all this time.
I know.
This is the best way to reach me. Okay, this you're gonna go international.
All right. Because I know we have conversations.
I know we would, yeah. I know.
Okay, let's get it quick. Let's get right in.
What's because?
I tried.
Okay. Let's do first. And then.
Never mind.
Okay, let me do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't mind?
What do you want to do?
I want.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
You are.
You are in the light
On the
right
light.
here, so you should move over this way.
Oh.
The screen's not on our face.
Yeah.
Filmmaker. You know, it's a basic.
Did you catch much of it? Yeah. Okay. Okay. I need to.
Well, can you take another one?
Wait one moment.
She wants to take cookies.
One more.
You press here.
You okay? Got what you need?
Oh, put it this way.
Okay.
No, I thought that would be better.
Put it this way so we can.
Okay.
Just a minute.
You're in Denver, huh?
I'm gonna ask it actually.
Oh, are you?
I don't know what I was thinking about.
Gifting still.
Stay sitting if you like.
No, it's fine. I just wanted. There's the one. Hang on, let me get the other one.
Perfect, you got your picture. Great, you're awesome.
Yes.
Thank you. You are awesome. I also play big, so it's
I think
fun.
we should do it in the evening again. I'm not done with this.
Well, I was giving that to you. You want one too? You can have one too.
Oh, you were doing this to me? Is that different information?
It is. Have a way to reach me. The other one is a little change.
Oh, okay. we have to wait till each year. Okay,
Do I
okay,
want-
thank you.
Do I want members? I give it to you.
Absolutely. I will give back.
You know what?
I know.
We need this, and if you become our mentors, so that when we get back home, we can do this to young children. They like this. My best friend designed
Where are you from?
What's Arise Women?
And then when I got home, I said, women should
She can't come until
It was a small club of young women who want to interview girls, but they don't know how to get connections.
I want you to talk to our executive director. Talk to her about Arise Women.
Yes, we got it.
Well, what I'm curious, because you didn't present yourself and your companies, because you were yesterday, and I'm not yesterday. What are your companies doing? You have a few
I have
companies.
a success business strategy.
Okay, to the global. Service of a strategy consultant.
Yeah, and I also do product development, product expansion. I put things like in the United States, I can put products into Target, and put them into Nordstrom. I've done skincare lines, like from internationally. We have manufacturing, distributing, work with a whole bunch of different staff.
How long did you do all this? How long you are on?
I'm 51 years old.
Ah, that's okay. How your career? I'm 59.
Okay, so about 30 years.
30 years of doing, 30 years of career. Wow.
Somewhere there. Almost. 4 years away, 30 years.
And the rise, the success after how many years you are there, the success of the company. How long it
I
took
don't
you
know
to
if I'm
rise?
there. I think life is a journey. This is a soul
next
journey.
level.
This is a soul journey.
Okay.
You know, that's how I feel.
Okay. So I want to ask you, if I couldn't.
Like $1 million, my first million.
Your first million, it's okay.
My first million, I didn't even realize I had hit $1 million, and my mom sat me down, and she said, "Where's my daughter?" I said, "I'm right here." She said, "Where's my daughter?" I said, "I'm right here." She said, "No, where's my daughter?" I said, "I'm right here." She said, "No, where's my fun-loving daughter who enjoys the journey?" And I was like, "I'm right here." And then it was
So
so
that was
funny.
the cost of the million.
Because I went, no, I just had my head down. I was focused. And she said to me, I walked away. I was like, I'm here. I walked away. And about a day later, I went, I'm not enjoying the journey. And I went back and she said, I want to show you something. And she started adding things up and showing me. She goes, you realize you hit $1 million like last year. And I said, I did.
Your accountant didn't tell you.
I was seeing people, and the more you make, sometimes the more you spend. So I just was going. I was just going. But I honestly believe that because for us to really serve out this world, that you have to understand not just like energetically or source, but how to manifest. And what I do know is businesses are set up in strategies. And so how is it set up in strategies? Because I was looking at like a product or a business as a tunnel. And it should be set up so that it becomes self-sufficient. So that we're not like into business. We don't get into business to be slaves. I got into business to be able to fly and be free and be able to live more of my purpose and serve more people, not so that I was in this little thing.
Another question I want to ask you. You said your marketing is all about women, we are consumers. We are for the B2C, business to customer. But what about business to business? Because the men are dominant the business.
Because,
How do you relate to this?
It's so funny because I'm working on a project right now with IBM Global and Cisco.
Yes.
So I started working with them about 2 months ago. And it was so funny because they said the same thing to me. And I said, oh yeah, who are you marketing to?
Yeah, that's
So
right.
you have to,
You think of the end user.
because they're very material listing,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And that's how they've been operating for a very long time. So when you come up against the boys, I hate to say it, but I'm gonna say it. When I come up against
They
the
run the
boys,
business.
then what I do is I dangle the carrot.
What do you mean?
I dangle the carrot. So in other words, there was a project and Cisco said, well, we put $10 million in and, you know, we don't know if we want to blah, 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 blah. I said, oh, really? I said, so you really don't want to be known as the company that goes from tech to touch. You don't want to be known as the human service technology company. Is that what you're telling me? So I came around the side door so that what